Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Secmodded System Shock 2. In the last video, we made our way down into the engineering deck. We are looking to repower the elevator down here. We weren't able to access where the power core and systems are located because the doorway is locked due to a radiation leak happening on this deck. We need to purge the radiation from the coolant tubes. And we can't even do that because we need to access the Fluidics control computer, which is locked behind a door, and the girl who has the key card is somewhere in the cargo bay 2 to be precise. We can't get the cargo bay 2 because we needed the key card for it, which was in cargo bay 1. Holy crap, I love the amount of work that's required to get from point A to point B in this game. And all of this is being done so we can turn on the elevator and get up to deck 4. We've found psionic monkeys down here. We have found security bots, explosive servant droids, and angry laser turrets, as well as shotgun-wielding hybrids. This area is particularly difficult and one of my favorite areas in the game. Let's pick up where we left off, and this says we now have the Cargo Bay 2 access card. And we will attempt to make our way to Cargo Bay 2. I'm going to keep it a little quiet in this part, everyone, because this is creepy. Oh, but before we get going, let's have a reminder of my current stats and stuff. So here's my current statistics. Our technological skills. We have 1 in repair software, 1 in research software as well. My combat. And my psionic skills. Both rank 1 and rank 2. I forgot I left that guy on that elevator. Let's go and recharge our brawn boost before we head to Cargo Bay 2. Oh, I forgot I took it off, actually. When I did the reading at the end of the last episode, I took off the brawn boost so it wouldn't drain completely out of power. Now, I remember this part. There's going to be a nasty surprise waiting for us at the entrance of Cargo Bay 2. Something, not a new enemy, but a new spawn of a very angry security bot. And we need to kill it because I'm not going to be able to get to the doorway that it's guarding until it's dead. We have to get it out of that room. Tim, you almost moved into that one. Could try shooting it. I have plenty of normal pistols. It takes so... well... normal pistols, normal bullets. Let's go ahead and try it. So, not side pull, not reflex. It's not reflex. What was it? Anti-entropy.
Anti-entropy activated.
Tim, you missed one of your very precious armor-piercing bullets. I think we can probably use this for the last of it. Our first security bot kill. Oof, that was expensive.
Anti-entropy deactivated.
As you can see, bots also have
That's the triumphant way.
bots also have random drops on them when you defeat them, random loot. They can drop maintenance tools or nanites. They can drop other things if you have taken the one passive upgrade. It sees me. That's why it's doing that's why it's waving. It knows I'm looking down at it. Let's go upstairs then and give that robot a chance to go somewhere else. And we'll take a look at the upgrade terminals here. We could just let it hit us and run over to the other part of engineering and heal, I suppose, if I really want to. 13 modules. We could start taking maintenance. I'll want that eventually. Your psionic skills are not located over here, Tim. Let's take another point into Psi early on then. We'll raise our stat from 2 to 3 for 11 points. That will raise the amount of psionic points we have. It looks like our new maximum, looks like it's probably close to 30 now. It increases the damage that we do. That's scary. It increases the damage that we do and makes our buffs last longer, and some of our abilities will have greater range. I'm also up here looking for cyber modules. I thought there was maybe something hidden here. And there might be. I don't see it. Okay, let's see if the bot's still there. Why'd I send this downstairs? Okay, so what else can you regale your viewers, Tim, with some stories about this area?
Please know my ID number.
Sounds like he just left the room. Okay, we're going to go downstairs, recharge our brawn boost, and if the robot's still around, we can lead him back in this room and run around him to get to Cargo Bay 2. Now, I remember a little bit about Cargo Bay 2. Actually, I remember a lot about it. There's a bunch of laser turrets to our left, and we're going to avoid them because I don't have the means of dealing with them at the moment.
Coming right up, sir. Oh, very good, sir.
I could swear they move faster in the Secmod. Oh, Tim, you're... We'll be fine.
you.
Oh, a surgical key. Nice. Okay.
We seek. We seek. We follow.
I think that guy is above us at the moment.
We follow.
The lift has been taken offline for repairs.
Your flesh betrays you.
Looks like this guy was trying to... What do you think? I think it's probably his laptop. Maybe he was trying to send out a SOS or hack some sort of system to assist himself up here. And then he was found by that guy. In case you don't know, there is falling damage in this game. Falling from a big height can kill you as well.
Are we joined?
May I help you? First choice. Myself.
Gun turret down there. We got plinked. Lift is malfunctioning. Maintenance will arrive shortly. Please wait. That does not look safe. Now, where was that turret that fired at us? There you are. I think we can probably use cryokinesis on it to destroy it. Oh. Notice the kickback on this pistol. There is quite a bit of it. That would make sense for a 45 caliber pistol.
This is terrible. This won't do well. Sir, where are you?
We're gonna have to run down the tunnel passageway in that direction. This one's filled. Oh,
Deactivated.
maybe we could fit through that with a jump mantle. The security bot sees us. It wants to reach us, but can't quite do so.
My service was unsatisfactory. Please note my ID number.
I'm gonna remember your ID number, robot.
Marvelous choice. I do see so myself.
The many things to us.
Scanning for possible hazard.
I think it's...
Classified hazardous anomaly.
I don't think it's really yeah, it's still in that tunnel.
Increasing targeting resolution.
I don't... We have the ammunition to destroy that bot, but I'd rather not do so. We won't really survive against it if it's... Taking hits from a security bot is not gonna... It's not the best thing in the world for us.
Speak of the many.
Okay. We're gonna drag the bot.
Scanning. Increasing targeting resolution. Continue target failure. Initiating cleanup routine. Attempting to confirm.
Hello. Help, 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 help. Where do we go? Up here, Tim. Whew.
Attempting to confirm. Increasing target. Maintenance incomplete. Initiating observation narrowing detection window. Hazardous anomaly. Radar hazard in area.
I would like to search what's downstairs, but we're unable to lift the bots up to areas where they won't bother me. A similar trick to what I did previously. This is going to be a bit more than a little tricky to do.
Increasing targeting resolution. Narrowing detection window.
I think there's a laser turret up here as well, but I don't remember so well what's up there. I think we probably can afford to destroy this bot. Oh, it can actually hit me. Good for it.
Classified hazardous anomaly.
Oh, this is always so tricky. This is the only way up onto that level.
Narrowing detection window.
Tim. Okay. Made it. Wow. Tough. Drained most of my ammunition. We're down to 9 standard bullets left. About to run out of power on our brawn boost as well.
Malone's dead. I was just talking to him and this cyborg came up behind him and... Okay, Connie, get a grip. Get a grip. I've recoded the door lock and engineering control to 15061. I think I'll be safe in here. Yeah, I'll be safe in here.
She was not safe in there. Notice that when we looked at the log briefly, the code was not the code she said it was. It is 15565, not 16051 or something is what she said. So, pay attention to it when you pick up a log that has a code. Check your notes for the actual code. We also it can make sense thematically that she said the wrong code or she misremembered what she set the code to. I think, was that all that was up there, Tim? I'm gonna double check one more time, everyone. So, when I had first played the Secmod, this area in the cargo bay gave me such a hard time because I was trying to destroy all the bots, similar to what I do or what I had been doing in the normal System Shock 2 game. But you don't have the ammo on hard mode in the Secmod to deal with the bots. And so, in the end, after failing many, many times, I had to restart the game, and I managed to sneak past most of these machines in a similar fashion, though maybe not as frantic as what you just saw.
Constance, I fear now for my life. I think this has gone beyond any imaginings of Diego and Korenchkin. I do not believe they are in control at all. We must discover what it was they found down on the surface of Tau Ceti 5 and why they guard the secret so jealously. I think this is more important than my life, or your life, or the life of this ship. Be brave and be careful.
We still have that section of the ship of the cargo bay, but I don't have the ammo to do it. I think there's at least 2 laser turrets in that direction. I think there are some cyber modules down there. Well, maybe we can do it. You'll note, perhaps, that the yellow area is a little larger than it had been. More psi increases that area, allowing you a greater chance to actually manage to successfully use a psionic ability and gain the effect. Higher ranked psi abilities also they fill faster, so you must be more careful when using them if you want to actually land a psionic ability in that yellow zone.
Well, we can't get the malfunctioning turrets offline, and now Xerxes isn't even talking to us. Pollard thought of a workaround. By running bypass into central control, we can hack into the turrets locally and take control of them. However, that means walking right up to the little sons of bitches and hoping they don't go off. One thing is sure, I'm going to figure out what the hell happened here.
That's a really nice effect, what happened here. Take a look at this. That's so well done. Literally blew his head off. No bullets left in the gun, though. Oops. I know there's another gun turret upstairs. Let's have a med hypo to help me in case I mess this up. Oops, should have been on that, Tim. You do, I believe, take damage from lifts falling on your head. I have managed to, I think, use these lifts to destroy bots by being very patient.
One cannot flee our many. Where is Discord? I'm
Discord's on the internet, sir. I have an account with it, actually. Let's see. Oh, that was bad, Tim. That was really bad. 1600 bullets, really useful. Oh, hello. I think we can manage to grab those. Oh, yeah, look at that. 15 more nanites.
do not hide forever. We follow. Kill me!
So I was wrong. Apparently there isn't another security bot up here, a laser turret. So this is a nasty trap. As you can probably tell, we're going to just use our side pole to grab this. Oh, we can't even take it. It's glued to the bottom of that lift. I know better than to step on that. The lift will blow up the moment you step on it and plummet you to the ground. And I think you'll die. 2 cyber modules. Worth it. Oh, hello. I will want that. Okay, whatever. That's good. Actually, let's get that lowered down here so I can take this quicker when we return. Later on, I will go back. I will come back here to the cargo bay in order to search all the crates I left behind. But that will happen when I'm significantly more powerful. Well, at the very least, we will need hacking, level 2. And we will also want probably at least one more point into cyber affinity. Let's recharge our brawn boost. And then we'll make our way back over to the Floatix control computer. So I believe in the base game, pyrokinesis does not make you immune to fire. I think that was something added in the Secmod, which means it's amazing for this little area. I am very glad we took it. It saved our life several times. It also makes a horrifically annoying beeping sound, like an alarm going off. Over, like imagine a metronome. Metronome, is that what it is? Metrotone? One of those loud clicking devices to help you know what the beat is if you're playing at like a concert or something. Only the sound isn't ticking. it's instead a really loud, annoying, mechanical-like sound. You can take a little bit of damage by walking by those sparks, by the way. And so this is why we see a dead monkey. This is why this guy was so weak, hurt as well. We will heal ourselves at the surgical unit right here. I think the local pyrokinesis, did it do more damage in the normal System Shock 2 game? But it was so annoying to listen to that you just wouldn't use it. I very much like the change. I don't think it had the status effect that we see of fire burning all around us as well. And enemies that are set on fire, I don't think you saw them on fire either. All that was newly added, I believe, in the Secmod. I really can't state enough how much I enjoy all the modifications that the people over at System Shock Org have done on this game. And that they got all this stuff to work together is very nice as well. I really, really enjoy this. Version 1 hacking software installed.
Somebody's been tampering with the Xerxes unit. In the interest of keeping secrets from the powers that be, I've installed backdoor to the fluidics control computer. To activate it, install hardware override 45M DEX in the system's monitoring unit in command control. You can find 45M DEX in auxiliary storage 5 in the coolant tubes. Keycode 34760.
Let's see if it is that code. 35641. It is not the code she said on the PDA.
Xerxes is one step ahead of us. He's performed an override on the fluidics control computer and blocked us out. But keep an eye open. You might be able to find some workaround.
So remember the term. Gets behind you, Tim. The key code. That's a good sidestep, sir. There was a keypad we were at earlier that Polito told us a passcode. I thought it was that keypad that we had to enter it in. It was not. We had to go back there. So all the way back to the beginning area here so that we can access the chemical storage unit where there are backup fluidics control systems. We'll look for the one we need, bring it back there and plug it in. I just saw it. I heard the sounds, but my mind did not recognize it. It was like, that's a worm, Tim, but we should be careful. Worms in the Secmod on hard difficulty will give you a one stack of toxin, which means that a single hit from one of them can kill you if you have no toxins available to you, antitoxin available to you. 35641. This is normally the one we need, 45M DEX. Let's make sure it still is the same one. It is 45M DEX. Is it the same one? Slightly. It's the same characters, but the D is lowercase and the E is uppercase here. And the M is uppercase, but lowercase there. I only mention that because the other things don't have... The other things are all uppercase.
You have not disappointed me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
This must be the... I guess this guy would... Whoever sat here worked in this area. This guy. What guy are you talking about, Tim? There's only a dead monkey in here now. The guy who must have worked here, I guess he was taking inventory of what they would need down here. There's a lot more stored in this room than there was up above. Beakers. We're going to want beakers, given the type of character we're going to be playing. And template grenades. I believe template grenades, you can fill them with various types of substances. I don't remember how they work, but the readme for Secmod will tell you. You can make some new types of grenades using the templates. Okay, now that we have the correct fluidics control board, we will go back to where the brawn boost, well, not the brawn boost, to where the recharger is on the engineering deck, and plug it in to that system. Then we can go back and purge the coolant tubes. We also will pick up quite a few cyber modules. We just gained 10 for picking up the correct circuit board. So we should have enough to improve at least one thing a rank. It's tempting to take standard weapons up another 1 or 2 ranks. But maintenance might be something I'm interested in, so we can actually repair our weaponry. We'll want maintenance anyway, even for our exotic weapons, because they too can suffer degradation.
Hello?
Oh, Tim, you messed that up. Oh, good, but we didn't actually successfully use local pyrokinesis, so everything's okay. We also didn't take too much damage from that creature. I thought they did a lot. Oh, I think the damage you take is proportional to actually how close you stand to them. There is another. All right, Tim, you should talk since you're not going back in the cargo bay for some time. I used to leave this area as a place for to store things as well. It's nice. It's wide open. You have some different levels there to keep different types of things. The only issue with that, I quickly found out, was that you do have to worry about respawns back and forth. It's as you travel through this area of engineering, and well, it's kind of out of the way. The other area on the Med-Sci Bay is right next to the elevator, or close enough to it that it's not too out of the way, so it makes for a good location for you to leave things behind, since you'll be traveling all sorts. You'll be traveling all over the Von Braun and to all these different decks later on.
You have not disappointed me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Okay. 24 points. So that's enough that we could take maintenance up 2 points if I so desired. How about our stats? We could raise Psi to rank 4. We could also take like agility and strength up a rank each. There's also weapon tech and psionics. If I do this, take that twice, I would want one more point in it. 6 more modules. Oh, I don't know what to take, everyone. We'll also eventually want research up to at least rank 2. I think, Tim, you need to worry about surviving early on. Hold on to those points and spend them on weaponry. Increase your standard to 2 or 3 to start. You can then actually use a shotgun. We have a decent amount of slugs as well. We can use anti-entropy to make sure I can fire those guns without needing maintenance tools. Or you take your psi up and, well, how many psi hypos do I have? Just 2. Oh. Oh. They're expensive. They're expensive, and until the mid game, we won't really be able to get. We won't have many of them. So I need to actually not use psi as much at the start of this. Yeah, I think we go and increase our standard weapons. I know you're telling me your eyes are open, but you walk straight into the thing throwing off sparks, sir. I think you're lying. I think you're lying. We go back upstairs and we interact with the fluidics control system again. And this should purge the coolant tubes.
Now get those engine pods online. You'll have to head into cell 1 and 2 and reset the pods manually. After that, reinitialize the system from core control. But that system won't come online until you reset both pods. Keep an eye out. They're mobilizing their real forces, and they know exactly where you are.
Thanks, Polito. Thanks for being so calm, you know, and keeping my spirits and morale up. Alright, let's double back the way we came, because there's some upgrade stations over here. We want the weapon one. We're gonna improve our standard weapons to 3. We just grabbed another 10 cyber modules by doing that. Thank you, Polito. Alright, so we improved standard 1, 2 times. How about psionic powers, Tim? Oh, that's interesting. Shields you from 40% of radiation damage. No, really this time. Doesn't last too long until we get our psi up more. Yeah, we'll pass on any of those. We'll hold on to our points currently.
What can I do for you? Where are you, sir?
I was behind you.
Pardon me. Please restate any requests.
Arguably, I should let it blow up on me and then heal at the surgical unit, but we can just ignore it. Unless things go very poorly for me down here, the next time we'll be back in this area will be when I have hacking, and that won't happen for some time. He's wearing those fishnets. You can see his butt through them. All right, we should keep. All right, this is a new area of the tubes. We should keep a lookout for things. Yep, that was my way of saying I want to keep my eye open for weaponry, ammunition, anything that might be around down in these tubes. I didn't see anything. I think there is a pistol hidden somewhere in the area we just walked through. But we're just going to make our way over to the cells. I think the... You know, to this day, I don't really know what those are. I think... we have to reset them. They're obviously something to do with the power. But I don't know how they power the system. The ship. Powerful, I can't use that.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Antitoxin hypos are available here. I just wanted to run there and jump. And I remember you, camera. Would be neat if that camera, if there was one down here somewhere, like if that one looked down here to see if it saw you. New players would never have even known it was there. I wonder if there's a... Oh, you know, I meant to mention this. Hold on, let's listen to this first.
They hit us 6 hours ago. Malone, the OSA spook, tried to take one of those things out with a pyrokinesis attack, but didn't even break stride. Then it unloaded both barrels into his stomach. Valzone said there's a weapons cache in one of the engine nacelles. Maybe I can find him and the others there.
I think in the base game there's a laser repair here, but there's nothing here except for that dead gentleman. Well, and a security control station. So, something I like watching are randomizer races. A Link to the Past randomizer. What's another one? Castlevania Symphony of the Night randomizer and stuff like that. I really like the idea of games like this one that have been modified and the items in it have been moved all around into random places. There's logic in the randomizers that keep you from being locked out of an area that you need to get to. Nice, hey, we got that one. I think someone is working on a randomizer for System Shock 2. Now, granted, the way the game works, it's not as, let's say, it won't be as extreme as a game like Link to the Past. So, for example, and I don't know if you've ever played the Zelda series, but you could end up, and I guess the example I'm about to give won't make much sense unless you have, but you could pick up the hook shot from your uncle right at the very beginning of the game. And that would be maybe that would be a hint that you would need to be able to use a hookshot to get to a different part of the game in order to get a key that you would need, or some other item to let you make progress somewhere else in the game. And so the idea being that you don't play through the game in a similar way to how it was in vanilla, because all the items that you need to beat the game are in different locations, or could be, very well likely are. And I think someone's working on a way to do that for this game. If nothing else, then maybe to randomize the codes to open doors, to keep that fresh. Because if you played System Shock 2 like 5 to 8 times, I know I beat the original System Shock 2 like 20, 30 times or so, then you begin memorizing all the codes. And nothing stops, if I remembered what the code was to access the fluidics control room, I could have just typed it in and gained access to it immediately. Hello. 2 unresearched objects. Oh, and we can research this one. We need NA and IR to fully research it. So, the key cards could be randomized. They might show up in... So, you would take... In this game, it's more difficult to do. Like, for example, the key cards. You can't really mix the keycards up with other keycards because one is generally always hidden behind another. Like, you have to get the keycards in a certain order. But you might be able to randomize where they spawn. So this way, you would not be, like, when I was making my way, escaping the area that had been sealed off.
I've been contacted by some kind of artificial intelligence that wants to help me reclaim control of the Von Braun from whomever or whatever is now in charge. I don't know where it came from, but I must confess, I'm happy it is here.
The keycard was above us and on a light. The randomizer might move that into a different location, one of several locations, for example. And so you'd have to, granted, in the end, you might just still memorize all the possible locations it could spawn, but it would keep the game more fresh since you would not know exactly where it would be. And the same thing could occur for different weaponry, like pistols, maybe the brawn boost, etc., etc. So I'm looking forward to that if that mod gets released. I'm also tempted to play some of the other mods for System Shock 2. I tended to stick with Secmod just given how much I really flipping love this modification of the game. But there are entire other fan missions made, so right now we're playing through System Shock 2. People have made their own spaceships with their own lore behind them and whole areas to explore and so on. They did a fantastic job. I think one of the main one's called Pointer Bee Station. Yeah, they did a fantastic job. I played through that a tiny bit, but I didn't get too far in it. This was many years ago. Our brawn boost just expired. And there's a mod for the normal System Shock 2 that involves like time travel or something. It looked very interesting. I played it for maybe 5 minutes or so. It changes, I think, the order at which things can be done. You can join different factions in the game or something of that sort as well. So maybe I'll sneak those in to my upload schedule to show them off. Alright, then the cells are powered. Now we need to go upstairs and reset the power. What else can you talk about, Tim? You can talk about stuff while you are talking. As immediately I can't. Like, alright, Tim, what can you think about? I have no idea how YouTubers, some of them are just able to come up with things to talk about endlessly. There is someone walking around over there. Oh, we can shoot through. That's interesting. I didn't realize those windows were destroyable. Sorry, sir. We didn't manage to sneak behind him. That was actually pretty clever. Okay. Worms. So, some of the exotic weaponry in the game requires worms as ammunition. Normally, I think you can only get worms in pre-filled beakers, but the Secmod lets you fill them if you have an empty beaker. It's been so long since I played the normal game, I don't think that was something you could do in the normal game. By the way, don't step on them. they will afflict you with a toxin if you do so.
I don't know where we'd be without Delacroix. This whole ship is falling apart. She's the only one who knows what from what. I saw her arguing with that creep Anatoly Koreskin or whatever his name is, and she was giving it to him, but good. But that freak job stares her straight in the eye and starts babbling about how she doesn't know the pleasure of the joyful unity or some such. Mamma mia, the clowns are running the circus.
She does not sound too worried about the fact that there are many hostile creep worm-like creatures running around trying to kill everyone.
Good work. The engine core is now back online. Now get to the elevator and come see me on deck 4. While you're doing that, I've discovered the presence of some analyte artifacts on board the ship. I think you may be able to use them to your advantage. I've uploaded the information to the ship's weapons upgrade units. They'll be able to convey the information to your cybernetic rig. What are you waiting for? Get to the elevator now.
So, this is now accessible to us, but this area down here is a little too dangerous for me at the moment. I want to say there's at least 2 security bots down here. And there's a new enemy down here as well, but I also believe there is another implant down there, and I think there's some cyber modules, but I'll come back down and explore that passage later. Let's go back to the chemical storage and look for the chemical. Actually, we can check from here, Tim. We need NA and IR to research this. And we're currently waiting on some iridium. So let's see. There's 2 iridium down here on the engineering deck. So let's go ahead and double back there and get some. Then we'll go back to MedSci, we'll level ourselves, and then we'll call it a session at that point. And we've beaten what I consider to be one of the tougher areas of the game, the cargo hold. I find it to be extremely difficult because, at least with my characters, they haven't leveled that much at the moment. We didn't have too many cybernetic modules, so you have to be really careful, and I have to kill many creatures with my standard 1 point in it wrench, which that's not easy to do, as you've seen. We also needed to avoid most of the hostile security bots that were down here, but it's quite possible to do this. Take some iridium, use it. We need some NA, so hopefully there's some of that in the other chemical storage on MedSci. I always feel so much better when I actually have done the cargo hold area. After what we've just completed, repowering on the nacelles, you get a large amount of cyber modules for finishing this. We gained 10 for picking up the 45M DEX. We gained 10 for plugging it back in, 10 for turning on the fluids control, 8 for resetting the nacelles, and 10 more for powering on the system. So that's 48 total points, I believe. Where am I going? This is the completely wrong way. You do not want to go back to the surgical area on this deck, Tim. Sorry, you don't want to go back to where the surgical unit is located on this deck. First, let's double back here. And do some inventory management. Actually, I can do that. I can do that off screen. We'll do that off screen. Let's go ahead and check really quick. I don't think there's a NA here. There is not. No NA. We'll repower our brawn boost. Okay, let's get over to the upgrade stations. We'll level ourselves, and that will do it, everyone. I'll do some inventory management off screen, and I will also we'll also read a few of the things that we've picked up. So what do I want here? Let's see, how many points do I have? 27. Exotic weaponry is also now available to us. We won't, to my recollection, get an exotic weapon, though, for some time, so I'm not going to put points in it quite yet. I'm tempted to take Strength to 3 and Agility to 3. Or to mutate Maintenance to 2, and then we take it 3 the next time you get some more cyber modules, and then we don't have to worry about using the anti-entropy very often. I think we'll make maintenance something we take later. I want some more stats at the moment. So let's grab another point in strength. That will increase the damage we do, and it unlocks another slot for us. We'll then grab an agility of 3, which will let us swing a little faster, move a little faster, and according to this, it also reduces our falling damage and weapon kickback. Done. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to kind of stop here. We're going to just read a few entries about some of the stuff I've picked up, and then that will do it for us. So I don't plan to do any adventuring. Thank you for watching what you did, if you don't care about this sort of thing. Otherwise, let's go ahead and read a few more entries. We don't have very many things we haven't read about. We have these 3 hypos. And I don't think we can look at... I think these will both be questioned, like, unknown. And then we have our cyber modules and nanites. Let's go ahead and read about our hypos. This agent radically accelerates the half-life breakdown of many potentially hazardous compounds. Dr. Marie Delacroix, the chief engineer aboard the Von Braun, was well aware of the imperfections inherent in the rushed development of the ship. Notably, the coolant system of the ship had a chronic cracking problem, leading to the widespread leakage of hazardous materials. While these leaks are easily detected and usually quickly fixed, she demanded that an excess supply of Chem-Cal rad hypos be distributed throughout the ship. Unlike most of her cautions regarding conditions on the Von Braun, this one was actually heeded. Most effective if used shortly after the hazardous event, anti-radiation hypos inject small amounts of an agent commercially known as neutralizer. Neutralizer. The Vitahib detoxification hypo spray acts fast and it acts strong to rid your body of chemical and environmental hazards. Had too much to drink? Wandered too close to the synthocrate building in progress? Try a dose. Children, senior citizens, pregnant women, and those on any form of medication are warned to consult Health Advisory 1053T032 before using. Vitahub Sky Banner 2110. The Side Booster Hypo contains a potent cocktail of tension relievers,
Chemical needed.
dopamine inhibitors, and circulatory stimulators. A dose will increase your psi points by 30, up to your maximum. The Surgical General has warned that Psi Booster Hypos can be habit-forming and dangerous to your health. Note that the manufacturer has used a special patented process to make these items unable to be duplicated by those who know the molecular duplication psi discipline in order to protect their monopoly. That's interesting. We only get 20, so the amount of healing and psi you get back from these also is reduced in higher difficulty levels. We don't know what that is. We don't know what this is. Efficient nanite-based technology was introduced after a series of radical experiments at the University of Malaysia in 2078. Nanites are subatomic machines that are capable of being programmed to perform a nearly infinite variety of tasks, from forming themselves in a replication grid to form into arbitrary objects, to fighting bacteria and viruses in the human bloodstream. In other words, nanites, combined with replication tech, created the every material. The UN Currency Redefinition Act of 2082 opened up the door for moving financial transactions into a strict nanite basis. I guess this is the end result of after Bitcoin, huh? Cybernetic modules contain a mix of programmable RNA databases and brainwave EM, which can be used to augment a cyber rig at any upgrade unit. A proprietary tri-optimum training device. Actually, there's nothing. Bitcoin's completely different than nanites. Skills acquired via upgrade units are not guaranteed to last more than a few weeks. Those skills acquired in this fashion and then used consistently, and especially under stressful conditions, are frequently found to be permanent. God, was he jacked. I never had seen a specimen like him. How much of his original self remained? Hard to say. However, I must admit, he put the sigh back in cybernetic. She Magazine, July 2021. And I think everything else... Oh, we haven't read about the worms. These disgusting things can be used as ammunition by exotic annelid-based weaponry. The worms can be collected by using empty beakers on piles of worms. Oh, you know what? We didn't read about our armor. The Tri-Optimum Zero-Phase Hazard Armor uses a combination of triple-layered rubberized mesh, reflective shielding, and low-intensity force field path warps in order to protect its wielder from not only vacuum, but other hazardous environmental hazards such as radiation and chemical spills. Competitors such as HazaShield Group and Wycodyne have claimed that keeping force field generators so close to the skin for long periods of time can be carcinogenic. But most wearers are more concerned about the short-term hazards and prefer the added protection. Oh. So, it's cancerous. So we're gonna end up getting cancer. Possibly. How about that? Okay, everyone, so I'm going to stop here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just going to do some inventory management. And when I come back, we'll be ready to take the elevator to Deck 4. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, everyone.